This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can find all the cards featured in this video in their store if you follow the links in the description below. Right, so before we jump into this cube draft, I want to remind you that my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can, if you're watching on YouTube, click on the link in the description below to visit their store. And if you're on Twitch, you can do it by clicking on the logo. Check out their store. They have all the Magic stuff you could ever really want, so check them out. Okay, so, you know, Folio Fancies is kind of a fun mill card, and there's a pretty legit mill deck in this format. The real danger about it is there's lots of graveyard shenanigans in this format, so trying to, mill out your opponent can be dangerous. I think our main two options are Hostage Taker or Golos here. Golos is good mostly in a more rampy deck, but, could still be a control deck. Hostage Taker is good in control decks and most other decks. Killing your opponent's best creature and stealing it is pretty absurd, and that's what it does. I think it's a little bit easier to play Hostage Taker, although if we get Field of the Dead would be fun with Golos. That's one sort of deck you can build, but I think we take Hostage Taker here. Golos looks colorless, but he's not really. It's a lie. Okay. So, pretty aggressive black card here in Rotting Regisaur. Also helps you set up reanimation stuff in the right deck in addition to just being huge. But yeah, this pack's not awesome overall. Cry of the Carnarium, for a more controlling deck, it is a nice thing to have around. For the aggro decks, running one copy of it is usually a good call. I mean, you're not going to get more than one copy in Cube, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, I do love Sea Dasher Octopus as a card, and sort of interested, but overall, this pack is pretty meh. I mean, Lyra Dawnbringer's Lyra Dawnbringer, but yeah, I think we'll take Cry of the Carnarium here. See where we go. Okay, well, here's a pretty good payoff for if we wanted to go mono black, which we could, or almost mono black, and splash Hostage Taker. Draining your opponent is really powerful. It's also a sacrifice outlet, which there's considerable support for. Rampaging Ferocidon is one of the cards that I think is quite good in the aggro decks, so it's a little tempting. There's also Commit to Memory here, which is a nice, card to have around in a control deck. So, like, if this Ferocidon wheels, if that starts happening, is when I tend to say, okay, well, I think aggro is going to come together. Null Priest isn't bad either. Sets up reanimation. Obviously getting back a Hostage Taker is pretty good. And maybe in the end, the Null Priest is what I want a little more than either of these. Because, yeah, I do like Exclusion Mage as well, but having a kicker that lets you reanimate is pretty sweet. Okay, so Spark doubles nuts with things like Hostage Taker and lots of other things too. Copying your stuff is great in a format with very powerful cards. I think I'd probably take the Spark double here. Bolas's Citadel can do some silly things in the Sacrifice deck, but yeah, I think we'll take the Spark double. Okay, well, some pretty good options here. Felidar Retreat is a powerful engine. I do like most of these adventures because a lot of them are like removal and then a real creature on the other side. Shark Typhoon, if we were going to ramp, which isn't out of the question, is really good. It's also a good spell build around. Shadow Spear is good in a lot of decks. Stitcher Supplier is good at loading the graveyard. I've said I've had my problems with reanimation decks in this format. But, this is one of the best ways to set up reanimation. And we do have one reanimation spell already. So it's worth sort of thinking about. I mean, we could also take a mill card that also hates on the graveyard, which in this format matters more than in most. I think it's really between Shark Typhoon and Stitcher's Supplier, though. And I think in the end, let's try to do a graveyard deck. I haven't had one be successful yet, and that makes me want to try to make one. Okay, so Scoot Swarm's really good, and not really in the deck we're putting together. Fearless Fledgling, a nice aggro creature. Bastion of Remembrance is quite good in aggro decks. Or not, well, yeah, but sacrifice aggro decks specifically. Might just take Fatal Push here. Yeah, we're just going to take the removal. We're just going to take the removal. Ooh, okay. Well, here's a reason to be loading up our graveyard. It's a little slow, but if we can get there, it's pretty great. Languish, I mean, we could just go for more sweeper, another sweeper here in Languish. Maybe that's the safer thing to do. Because it leaves us open without, like, forcing us into a graveyard deck, which is more or less what's going to happen with God Pharaoh's Gift. Let's take the gift. See what we can do with it. It seems like a fun card. I mean, it is a fun card. I like Seagate Stormcaller. Right now we just have Fatal Push, I guess, but I feel like we're going to get more things that it can make copies of when we kick it. Well, yeah, it makes copies even if you don't kick it. Foulmire Knight and Supreme Will are fine, but let's take the Stormcaller. Okay, well, this mill card did come back. That has me a little intrigued. We also have Neutralize and Censor, which are both great counter spells because you can cycle them when they're not very good. Let's see. Yeah, let's take Neutralize. Let's take the counter magic. Okay, well, I think I'll take Disdainful Stroke here. Scholar, yeah, I mean, we're going to mill ourselves some, but it's not really that awesome of a win condition in our deck, I don't think. I mean, it's pretty nice to God Pharaoh's Gift, of course, but... Okay, so Commit to Memory or Exclusion Mage. I think I'm a little more interested in the Mage. Yeah. You know I love Mana Wars. Alright, we'll take Baral's Expertise here. Wow, all of these guys came back. Man. Makes me wish I'd taken that, yeah. We'll take Shark Typhoon in the end there. Curiosity. Yeah, blue does seem open. Okay, so Platinum Angel, pretty sweet to God Pharaoh's Gift, of course, but doesn't necessarily mean that's where we want to go. Dungeon Geists, also pretty good with God Pharaoh's Gift, and our Spark Mage, not Spark, Spark Double. It's a good thing to make a copy of. Some lands. I mean, I think we probably take Dungeon Geists. I think our deck is pretty interested in these sort of tempo plays. We have all these cards with into the battlefield abilities that are pretty powerful, and it's another one, locks things down, etc. All right, so Body Double gets to be pretty good if we're that good at milling ourselves. And right now we're not amazing at it. Stitcher's Supplier is here. Maybe I just want to grab another removal spell and Hagra Mauling. Just grab all the removal. I mean, and look for a win condition, which Shark Typhoon and God Pharaoh's Gift certainly can be. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Mimic is good with Into the Battlefield stuff, and we do have it. And it's a land, so I think in the end I am going to take it here. Okay, so we could have had a mill deck, I think, is what we're seeing. We'd probably take Thoughtseize. There's enough crazy things people can do in this format that completely disrupting them is very attractive. Yeah. Okay. So probably Brazen Borrower. It can be a win condition and help you set up, help you bounce stuff. Description of Insight's not bad. Woestrider is pretty nice. Priest is, these are both really good in the sacrifice deck, but we'll take Brazen Borrower here. Well, there's Phyrexian Obliterator, something that's certainly quite nice to reanimate with, you know, pseudo reanimate with God Pharaoh's Gift. But I might just take Space Godzilla / Void Beckoner, which is its real name. We can cycle it for some value early, and then, you know, it's pretty great to reanimate. Well, I guess it's not that good, but it is something to make a 4/4 copy of, you know, in the late game. That certainly is nice that you can throw away early. I guess maybe I'll take the Obliterator just because it has some much higher ceiling, though. Like, yeah, we'll take it. It may not make the cut, and Void Beckoner definitely would have, but if we can get it into the deck, it's going to be good. Okay. So, I don't think we're doing any good shenanigans with Call of the Death Dweller. I mean, well, we're not doing terrible. We still aren't that good at loading our graveyard is our main problem. Night Veil Sprite does help us enable stuff. It's true. And that might just be what we want to take here. Yeah. We're still not that good at being a graveyard deck, which has me a little concerned. So I don't imagine this is going to be that good in this deck, you know, if we're going to be a control deck. I think I'll just take a land here. Okay, well, here's Blood for Bones. Does give us another way to reanimate things. But like I said, we still don't really... We're not really there on reanimating things, so maybe it's just better to take Disfigure or Thassa's Oracle. Yeah. Yeah, let's take the Oracle. I think we're just a blue-black control deck that might have a little bit of graveyard stuff going on. And I guess we'll take this Platinum Angel because it's not bad for such things. So Back for More is a pretty good reanimation spell. But we're getting a little late in the draft to not have that many ways to enable reanimation nonsense. So, well, yeah. So I think I'll take Irrigated Farmland here. And here we'll take a Temple of Deceit, shoring up our mana here late. You know, this does throw things into the graveyard, which is not too bad. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, I guess we could Secret Keeper ourselves. So we did get the Void Beckoner back anyway. Okay. So, I guess if we're a legit control deck, we probably want Search for Azcanta here. Yeah, that's where we're going to go. We'll take the Search. Yeah, it's... So, like, right now, you know, Citrus Supplier is great, and if we knew we would get it every game, then, I mean, I think we'd be all over the idea of playing God Pharaoh's Gift and Platinum Angel. But, you know, we're not going to get it every game. So, I like Sphinx of Foresight. It's not a bad win condition. It gives you some nice value at the beginning of the game if it's in your opening hand. Chainer's Edict's not bad, but I'm going to go with the Sphinx here. For now, I think we can kind of say see you later to those. Yeah, I might still play the Gift as a win condition. So Yorion seems pretty good in this deck, and we may even be able to companion it if we try hard enough. We have a bunch of cards with Enter the Battlefield abilities, so I think we just grab Yorion here. I do like Late Claim. You know, you can cycle it early, steal something with it late, but I think we take Yorion the way this deck has sort of panned out. So maybe just Essence Scatter here, yeah. Yeah, playing the Gift probably makes sense just because we will need a win condition. Man, Ugin? Ooh, Patient Rebuilding. That's a pretty good win condition, too. I don't think we have the ramp to support Ugin, unfortunately. I think maybe we just want patient rebuilding. Tezzeret's alright, but I like patient rebuilding a lot. Let's grab it. Gives us another win condition. Okay, so here's tutelage. You know, everything, the mill deck does look like it was really open, and it's kind of sad we didn't go that route. I do like this Liliana a reasonable amount. She's really good if you're in a reanimator deck, because you're like discarding things you're going to get back anyway. I'm kind of inclined to take Waker. I mean, the fact that it cycles early, and, you know, we can get it with our Godfarrow's Gift late. Seems reasonable to me. So, Teferi, Filigree Familiars, not bad. Castle Vantress isn't bad, honestly. I guess we do... Yeah. We want to try to grab as many playables as possible. I think it might be fun to put Yori on as our commander, or companion. So, let's go with Teferi.
Let's make this quick.
We don't have enough reanimator spells, is the short answer. You know, we could have splashed white if we picked stuff up, but we didn't really. We'll take the Archfiend here. We do have a bit of cycling, so I guess we could do worse. Do we just want to fetid pools over these other things? Yeah, I think so. We'll grab the Edict here. Nope, we did not get Blood for Bones. Another cycling card is intriguing. Okay. Mildeck was definitely seems like maybe it's where we should have gone. Yeah, the Edict isn't that good, but that pack just, it didn't have anything in it. Alright, let's see how this weird deck turns out. I kind of feel like I didn't do a good enough job picking a lane. So, we need a 60-card deck. I think it's worth doing, honestly. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we definitely need more lands, for one thing. So that'll fill out the deck some without us having to shove any of this stuff into it. Yeah. So probably want like 22 or 23 lands in this deck. We don't need irrigated farmland, although it does have cycling, and we do have Archfiend of Ifnir. So it is kind of interesting, but yeah, I still don't think we play it. Okay, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, so we've got a lot of blue cards. Ooh, we probably can't play Obliterator. Yeah, no. He's not going to make it. We just don't have the mana to support him. Sadly. Yeah. Okay. All right, so you know, we do need to get up to 60 cards. So I could, yeah, definitely run Tetsuko. I mean, it could be worse than Tetsuko. And And is Platinum Angel back on the table? I don't think so. Not sure how much we really want Spell Pierce, but... yeah, it's basically Obliterator or Platinum Angel here. Is what we're looking at. Neither of which are going to be that easy to play. But... I guess Platinum Angel will be a little easier. Alright. Should we have gone Companion? I don't know, but seems like it's going to be fun. I kind of think maybe, you know, I'm a little worried we didn't pick up quite enough control stuff. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see. Okay. I think we can keep this. Search for Azcanta will help us find what we need. Too bad you have to pay 3 these days for companions, you know, to get them into your hand. What's that about? Alright, so +1/+1 counter deck, I guess. Yeah, that's good against us, unfortunately. I guess Exclusion Mage, play Glasspool Mimic, and make another Exclusion Mage is pretty good. Especially because it's not affected by Thalia. Yeah, we'll bounce Thalia. We would like a mountain, yes. Thank you. Yeah, so we'll play the Mimic here. So they draw a card. I'm gonna go Graveyard here. Alright, so... yeah, we'll play Teferi here.
If nothing else, I will protect the most. I do love a good puzzle.
Oh man, the Graveyard Hate. Graveyard Hate is here. Well, I think we're just going to +1 him here.
Time to improvise.
We're not that far away from playing Platinum Angel, honestly. But... yeah, I guess just chucking Void Beckoner isn't too terrible. Oh yeah, plus they have Remorseful Cleric, so they're just going to exile things. So I could double block here. Is that worthwhile? Maybe it is. What's our devotion right now? It's pretty high. Yeah. We'll leave it. And then let's +1.
I do love a good
Okay.
puzzle.
There's our reanimator creature. Problem is, they're going to exile stuff. I'm tempted to discard the Oracle now, sadly. But I think the Oracle will help us set things up. I can play the Oracle and put Yorion in my hand, for example. That seems like a pretty good sequence. So, yeah, we'll discard the Null Priest here. So, first, we'll play our Oracle. I guess Waker of Waves seems pretty good here. Fatal Push isn't bad either. Yeah, let's put the Waker on top. And then put Yorion into our hand. And we're not going to attack. You know, at some point, they're going to exile our graveyard. Probably the point at which Teferi or Search for Escanta would flip. Okay, so do I want to phase something out here? I guess we can set up blocks first. So I'm gonna block there. See what they do. Alright, so if that's it, I think I just +1 him.
Think fast.
And yeah, like if I discard the Waker, they're gonna have to start getting worried, I think, and give up their Cleric.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, there they go. It's not ideal, mind you, but I kind of don't mind that we got rid of that evasive creature. Like, keeping our graveyard is better when we have what we have, but you don't seem that good right now. Okay. So let's +1 here.
I do love.
Ooh. So Archfiend will be pretty powerful once we can get it going. Now I don't feel bad about discarding Platinum Angel because we can get it back with some of our cards now without having to worry. So I think we probably play Yorion here. Yeah, play Yorion. Exile that and that. I mean, I guess I could have attacked first, huh? Might as well exile Teferi. He'll come down with the same amount of loyalty. So...
Looks like I'm out of time.
Oh, I forgot that that's... I forgot that that wasn't a real, yeah. So, guess we're just gonna lose that card.
My skills are aged to perfection.
Okay, hostage taker, yes please. Then we're gonna +1.
Ideas, like seconds, are fleeting.
And pitch Disdainful Stroke, which is probably not that useful against them. Hello, Brent. So they do have a value engine in play, which is not ideal. If we can get our Archfiend of Ifnir in play and then start using Teferi's ability, we're going to wreck their board, though, so that's the good news. Oh, no. You're a control deck now? What? Okay, we're going to have to start pressuring them pretty hard.
I do love a good puzzle.
Alright, so... I think we play our Archfiend here. Yeah, play our Archfiend.
Ideas, like seconds.
We'll pitch Thoughtseize here. Alright, so we've got nice aggro in the air. We can give their creatures -1/-1 every turn. Unfortunately, their Scry is going to get them to their approach faster, as is its ability to draw them cards. But we can hit them for 9 in the sky. Okay. Probably going to have to hostage taker that. Well, this is not great news. Oh, they can't draw off of it, at least. So I can just kill everything, more or less. They must have something here. No? Do they not realize I can just kill everything? With my discard?
Think fast.
I guess it does gain them life. And that could be worthwhile. Ooh. How deep is their approach? So, unfortunately, it's close enough that this would actually just help them. So we're just going to put it in the graveyard. Yeah, we'll transform. Then we'll +1.
I do love a good puzzle.
Discard. So, yeah. 5, 6, 7. So, I'm going to use Search for Azcanta and see what we get. And then probably play Hostage Taker. Ooh. That's real good. It does weaken my creatures, so I may as well attack first. Maybe I just Hostage Taker, the Aerial Responder, and attack for 9. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I could have taken the Bestiary there. Alright. Can we make them dead before they draw Approach of the Second Sun? It's only 2 cards deep, so they have to draw 2 cards this turn. Well, that's a problem, to say the least. I can't phase twice on the same turn, unfortunately.
Ideas, like seconds, are fleeting.
Platinum Angel. How about that? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So, yeah, we'll play God Pharaoh's Gift here. Grab our Platinum Angel. Which is a big middle finger to Approach. I guess risking my Platinum Angel is not worth it. I could phase out the Angel if something crazy happens, though, so... yeah, let's do it. I don't think I get the creature back if I phase the Angel. It's just like they move out of the game, basically.
I do love a good puzzle.
Ooh, that's a good draw. I don't think we're going to need the Cry here. Okay, so we've got the Fairy's Ultimate ready to go. Did they forget I have Platinum Angel? I think they did. Oh man, Platinum Angel bailed us out there. That was fun. Yorion did the job. Archfiend of Ifnir was a big player. This deck has lots of ways to trigger that Archfiend, which is pretty sweet. I think they even said good game, did they? Maybe they were telling me. Maybe they were just joking around by casting it. I don't know. Thank you for the cheers, Sinister. This looks pretty good. I mean, it's a little slow. We're up against an aggro deck. It's gonna... Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah. Let's scry 3 at the beginning of the game. Sounds pretty good, right? God, do I want all of these things? Maybe not. Maybe just the Thoughtseize, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I want Dungeon Geists. I probably do. We'll keep Thoughtseize on top, though, so we can use it this turn. What's up with your hand? Nothing crazy. I guess Gem Razor's a little scary for us. We don't really care that much about removal, honestly. Llanowar Visionary ramps them. Let's go after Gem Razor. Okay, so we need a 4th land, I think, badly enough that I have to bottom that Spark Double, unfortunately. So they're probably going to play the Visionary, which kind of means we don't really feel like Exclusion Maging. So I'm probably just going to leave mana up here for Neutralize / Waker of Waves. One annoying thing about playing a companion is that your opponent knows that you must have something and not just have a bad hand when you leave up 3 mana like this. I mean, I guess I could be bluffing, but if you have 3 spare mana, it generally makes sense to put this in your hand. Do I want to neutralize that thing? I don't think so. Doesn't worry me a whole lot. Hello, Rockbee. Yeah, I think we'll counter that. Yeah, we will. Yep, we're playing limited. In particular, we are playing Cube. So most of my creatures are going to die if I play them. So maybe I should have gone after removal. I think we'll play Exclusion Mage here. And just bounce Swarm Shambler. Okay. Ooh. That's pretty spicy. Yeah, I think we do it. We could return our own Exclusion Mage, but instead of the Visionary, I don't hate that plan, actually, the more I think about it. So yeah, we can return these two in Exclusion Mage. Ah, poop. I kind of forgot about that part of the card. I can replay Exclusion Mage to get rid of one of the tokens. So I guess drawing out removal has its benefits too. Yeah, so I think I'm going to play the Geists and tap down the Visionary. Yeah, Arena Cube, I think it was pretty fun last time, too. I like it. It's a good cube for beginners, I think, because it's, you know, it's all cubes are overwhelming, but it's not as overwhelming as Legacy or Vintage Cube, you know. I'm pretty interested that they keep putting the tokens on their own guys. Yeah, so it has to be the target of a spell specifically. So Exclusion Mage doesn't count. So let's attack here with our Geists. Then we'll play Exclusion Mage. Bounce Basri. And end our turn. Could use our Archfiend of Ifnir right about now. I'm a little surprised I haven't killed my Geists at this point, but... you know... that seems like a familiar play. Alright, so we're gonna cycle our Waker here. I guess the island. So, I'm gonna attack here with our Geists. And do I just play Sphinx of Foresight here? I think so. Teferi's going to be vulnerable, so... I mean, I could still always... you can always +1, and then I could phase this out. But that would still be enough to kill him. So I think it's better to hold on to him for now and just play our Sphinx. At some point, you know, getting Yorion will obviously be really good, but... I don't think we're there. So the finish half, yeah. They're gonna be, they can sack a token to kill my Sphinx or my Geists. In addition to also being able to Epic Downfall something. So they may finally build up the advantage they need here. Yeah. Feels like they are. Okay, so, yeah. We're gonna play Teferi now. We're gonna +1.
Knowledge to be a temporal. Don't worry, I'll think of something.
So, it's kind of a question of whether I want to get Yorion into my hand here. Which basically entails giving up on Teferi. But I think it's probably worthwhile. I don't know why I had to make it so they're less busted. I wish I could have just cast it that turn, you know? Yeah. Yep. Having these two together is pretty gross. Oh, so is that. Yeah, I think we're pretty much dead, especially because I don't think we ever picked up a really good sweeper. Unfortunately for us. Yeah, so we're just going to draw one more time and let him die.
Time to improvise.
So... oh, they're not attacking me. I missed that. I mean, they're not attacking Teferi. Okay. Right. Soul block. That was not the way to block. Yeah, Ascanta did help a lot last game. We didn't really have a way out of there. Our deck really is lacking a sweeper. I know we passed a Languish at some point. We do have that Cry of the Carnarium, but yeah. I mean, it would have been pretty good there, I guess, but I can't remember what I took over Languish. I remember it being a big pick. Hopefully it's... Well, basically everything made the deck because our deck is 60 cards, so... No, there's a Cry of the Carnarium. I think this hand's a keeper. We can cycle this away if we're desperate. Okay, so I think the Oracle's setting us up a draw here is attractive. Okay, guess we'd rather have... Oh god, what would we rather have? Can I have them both? So they're probably a ramp deck. I guess we want the island more. This doesn't look like someone who's gonna be hurt by Cry of the Carnarium. I could be wrong. The island lets us hold up neutralize and stuff. So, yeah, let's go with the island. Oh, that's gross. Gonti is nasty. It's kind of like Hostage Taker, except he goes after a card in your library. They took my land away from me. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, so... Shoot. Well, we're gonna cycle this. Yeah, we're not doing so hot. Not doing so hot. There we go. That feels a lot better. We're just going to leave up our counter magic here and end our turn. Okay. Yeah, we'll cycle this. Well, there's our search for Ascanta, which will be helpful. I'm a little worried we've fallen way too far behind on mana to recover. They have like extra cards and extra mana and all kinds of stuff, so... We have time still, I guess, but they are right on the verge of overpowering us with their double the mana we have. Hostage Taker would be pretty funny on Gonti. I think they must have counter magic and stuff, and that's why they're just kind of chilling over there, and they can just draw cards and attack us and stuff while we flail about trying to find mana. It's not especially good here. Okay. I can make a copy of Fatal Push, but without... Without... Whatchamacallit? Revolt. I think we probably still do it. I think we attack here, and if they block, we let our Oracle die, then play Seagate Stormcaller and double kick Fatal Push, and that will get rid of Gonti and a token. Now, there's a chance they have counter magic, in which case we're effed, but alright, so play Seagate Stormcaller here. Oh, Godpharaoh's Gift over Languish probably wasn't the worst decision. So they'll get the 1/1 token out of this, but I think I'm okay with it. At this point, it's like basically anything that's not a land is going to our graveyard. That's sad for me. Why? Why? So, don't know what we can do here. I could Cry of the Carnarium, but it doesn't accomplish much. Yeah, I mean, I guess it kills both of these forever. It'd be cool if I could get them to block with Gonti. I guess I can give that a try. Yeah, well, they didn't. That's okay. I'm kind of surprised they haven't already overwhelmed us, if I'm being honest. All their card advantage and mana. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. See you later. This deck worked so well in that first game. Not so well in this game. Alright, I think this is alright. You know, Spell Pierce is kind of poopy, but it may end up... We may end up being able to get our opponent on something. Okay, so we play Thassa's Oracle here, I think. So we put Teferi on top for sure. Got the mana this game. Alright, so we're gonna attack. Leave up neutralize. Ooh. Spell Pierce it is. No reason to use our neutralize when we don't have to.
Love a good puzzle.
Yeah, I don't think we want the archive. We got him down when he's under no pressure at all, which is good. Our opponent could pretty easily have a kill spell for him, though. There are lots in this format that kill planeswalkers, which is good, because there's like 1,000 planeswalkers. Okay. So I guess they're a life gain deck? What? They just like discarded a card for no reason. I guess it was an accident. They did say oops.
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll pitch this swamp. I guess we'll draw first before I do anything else.
Think fast.
I think getting Chainer's Edict back later, using it later, is fine. So, yeah, I think we just leave all our stuff up here. Neutralize, Shark Typhoon, etc. It's unfortunate we haven't drawn something to reanimate yet with our Null Priest.
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Well, we're definitely discarding it, so it would be something to reanimate. Should I Shark Typhoon here and start pressuring them in the air? I guess it's only a 2/2, yeah, so probably not. Okay. So if we can hit a land here and discard Waker of Waves, we can play Null Priest and reanimate it. That seems pretty good. Let's see if we can do it.
Time to improvise.
We did not do it. I think we still discard the Waker, but... well, we're getting closer and closer to fairy time. I'm kind of considering putting Yorion in my hand here and just leaving up Disdainful Stroke. But it's probably a little risky. It's probably better to just leave up Neutralize and Shark Typhoon. Yeah. So they do have an annoying source of card advantage right now. I think we're okay with this. I guess I can... Nah, we'll just let it die. Alright, so here, we'll +1.
I do love a good puzzle.
There's the land we really wanted. I think I'll discard Disdainful Stroke. And I think I'm going to cycle Shark Typhoon. Block the token. So we probably kick Null Priest and get back Waker this turn. That's kind of a problem. Though, becomes a little bit less of one in a hurry. So it's +1 here.
Time to improvise.
Ooh. Well, now I think maybe we want to kill that knight, and we can put the other plan on the back burner. Because killing that knight definitely matters. So let's attack for 3. And then we'll Cry of the Carnarium, and we can still leave up Neutralize, which is great. Yeah, and now we have Teferi's ultimate ready to go if that's what we want to do. On our turn, we can, yeah, because we can loot and then take 2 extra turns, which is going to be nuts. So I think we're pretty happy about that. Yeah, I think we're going to neutralize that. Okay. Do I wish I neutralized that a little more? Maybe. Alright, so +1.
I do love a good puzzle.
Well, we can lock it down with the Geists now. So yeah, we're gonna kick Null Priest here. Get back Waker. Attack. Then we're gonna take 2 extra turns after this one.
Here's a constructive use of time.
Then we're gonna Dungeon Geist. We're gonna +1. Okay. Yeah, we got there. This deck's a lot of fun when it does what we want it to. Yeah, the crazy thing is once you ultimate with Teferi, it's not only those 2 extra turns it's nuts, but if Teferi's still in play, you get to loot 2 more times, and then even if your opponent gets their next turn, you can phase out a key creature, and if that doesn't end the game, I don't know what will, so. Ooh, not a great one. No black mana. Yeah, I think we have to mulligan. Okay. I think we can keep this. Thank God we have a Scry land. I think Patient Rebuilding is what needs to go back here. Sadly. It is one of our win conditions, but we're just so far away from casting it. Nice. Okay. So I do think we want to play the untapped land here, just in case they do something. You know, that we can Essence Scatter. Well, I think we're going to do it again here. So, yeah, we'll Essence Scatter that. Now we can play the tap land, and it doesn't make much of a difference. So, we don't want that happening either. Alright, so this turn, I think we put Yorion into our hand. And in the turn. Damn it. I wanted them to play something that costs 4, so that's really unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Alright, so I think we end our turn. So I need to get rid of this Luris one way or another. Yeah, that's not good either. Okay. We can bounce it for a turn at least. Interesting. I think we actually want to bounce. Heliod here. It's pretty unfortunate that we can't block with Brazen Borrower to set up our Fatal Push a little better, but what are you going to do? Alright, so I think we attack here with our Borrower. I think we're going to play Yorion here. Guess we might as well. Oh, Shiza! I could have Fatal Pushed right there. Oh. That, and now we don't have our Disdainful Stroke mana. Yeah, we're kind of effed now. Although that does make our Fatal Push better. So now we can go... See you later, Luris, at least. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to do anything about that either way with the way we tapped our mana, but that sure hurt. So, if I attack, they can crew it. So, kind of think maybe taking off a turn here and casting Boon of the Wishgiver is our best hope. I could also cast Shark Typhoon and then Boon next turn. Yeah, I don't hate that plan. I feel like we're in some trouble, but... And no, you can't put the companion in your hand as an instant. That would be real good. So I think if we get to untap, we're going to start going a little crazy, which is good, like the good kind of crazy. Yeah, so they're going to take out... Oh, no, they're going to take out our Typhoon. Okay, well played. Well played, sir. I guess they know if I decided to cast that, I must be planning on something stupid. So... So we're gonna take 6. Yeah, the big turn was me not leaving up mana for Disdainful Stroke. I think that's what undid us, more or less. We're not done yet, but we're certainly headed in that direction. I don't see us coming back from this, so unfortunately. This deck was fun, though. I mean, I think it played better than a 2 and 3 deck, but yeah.
Persevere through loss and find our peace.
I think we're probably dead. Yeah, I mean, if our deck's big problem that I think would have made it go from like a 2-win to a 5-win deck is not having board sweepers, basically. Like, that was a significant cost. Yeah, that's annoying. Guess we're gonna block that and go to 1. Yeah, they did a good job with my counters. Oh, man. God Pharaoh's Gift. Where were you when I needed you? Yeah, alright. They were fun games. So I can live with it.